I look like a goddamn drug addict, I know.
Well, you're drunk too, you blah, blah, blah. You know, I mean, watch an old rerun of Cops. Hit like and subscribe right now.
Broken heart and sad soul, third eye open in control. Cause I crumble, then I roll. Living fast cause life is so broke.
Alright, Mom.
Okay, what's up?
We're doing X's music video just dropped for Look at Me and Riot. Any questions about X and his past?
Well, I know supposedly there was some stuff going on with him and a girlfriend or something. And that's not good. And that he could have done some things that are not good.
Allegations at this point in time.
I don't endorse those allegations.
Neither do I.
None of that's cool.
From Florida, 19 years old. I don't know how loud it's gonna be.
Yeah, hey,
She has a dildo in her head.
Hey!
What? She does.
hey, hey.
You can't say that in our video.
Can't keep my dick in my pants. She get me out like bro.
Stop.
Never don't wanna be friends. I give her this, yeah, man. She put her 10 on my dick. Look at my wrist about 10. Just got a front of the booth. Buy that shit straight to the booth. Tell me my name was a boost. She said one fuck, bitch, you put a girl on my mans. I put a hole in your parents. I got lean on my stories. I got a Uzi, no Uzi.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh, I wasn't trying to show you that yet. Okay, that's someone hanging. It's him. Yeah, I didn't want to show you that yet. What's your first opinion on the Look at Me part? Because it goes to a different song now. He just clickbaited all of us because that's his biggest song.
I guess I don't completely understand it. I think it's
Okay, so what
nasty.
he said on his Instagram is that the first part of that, the reason why he did that is because he's teaching a lesson. Like he's trying to portray how he's about to teach a lesson in this video. Because it's all a message right here. This gets some serious.
Okay.
It gets serious right here. Mississippi, 1955.
Okay, I get it now.
Never seen a nigga hung for the gold chain. I'd rather sing about the same things that we claim. Such as bashful, but niggas like a task force. Mobbing on the streets and robbing stores and scheme ass, bro. Niggas ask for peace in the riot to bring violence. Cause it's a game of cat and mouse and you gon' bleed silent. What's the justice in saying fuck it and grab the pump? The killer women with many children makes you a chump ass. This is not a gang of violence, a girl could have a show. You'd rather hear me say fuck the black president. Let's murder different races, throw hatred and form irrelevant views in the checks, but not. I won't dare say that you should stop the fucking ignorance. Murder ops, killing shit. I'd enjoy the thrill of it. Bathing blood of officers, different corpses. Offing them, auction them, don't you bark at them, murder them, never heard of them. Ditching, get up another one, uncle, cousin. Rather send glory to all the chosen ones that will rid you of innocence. But innocence, innocent will soon behold the ignorance. Blasphemous, killing our own, murdering black.
It gets a little crazy right here, okay? Just letting you know, it gets a little crazy.
What the hell? This.
What? Your face.
Equity and equality. The end result we all, the ones that don't want to live in misery, that is, desire. Now naturally we all, black and white, are schadenfreude, or are malicious. Here are a few examples. Emmett Till, August 28th, 1955, Mississippi. Pulled out of his house in the middle of the night in front of his mother, who had to watch her son be taken from her on the sidelines for little to no reason at all worth murdering a 14-year-old boy. Castrated, mutilated, but also documented for the youth to see. Corey Ali Muhammad, black on white. Philando Castile, white on black. Now these things never come to or remotely ever remain in the public eye. And the youth is never inspired to take a stand to make a difference. The youth, that is, the ones full of innocence. The ones inspired by the things around them. I can go on forever about the fact that murder is murder, whether you're black or white. You should always feel free to voice your opinion. But to act out on these irrational thoughts in every shape or form is disgusting. You cannot, as black or white, call yourself the supreme race when moved out of your comfort by the opposition's color, their skin color. That is no form of being or demonstrating being a supreme being. Demonstrate care for the youth's future, white or black or white. Are you willing to risk your child's future due to your own bigotry? The choice is yours, but your child will not stand for the hate. this generation will be loved, nurtured, heard, and understood.
Well, I would...
Look, why do you look so dark compared to... Look at me. I look like the moon.
I don't know that people are going to enjoy watching that. That's just... I mean, the message...
He has 460,000 likes, 60,000 dislikes. So what he said on his Instagram is that he's trying to think of what he said exactly. Well, first of all, he's all lives matter.
I get that. I mean, I don't know that I understand completely why he did the whole put the white kid in the
So
news.
he said that was he did that just to like make people mad and saying that murder is murder and no one is equal or everyone's equal. If it was a black boy, it would have been the same. Like everyone's equal. That's what he's saying.
Well, no, I would agree that that's the way people should look at it. I mean, but of course, not always been that way. And I think
he's trying to change that. That's his goal here.
So part of that is for everybody. Before all of this came about, if I think some of you just are too young, or you've seen it, but maybe too young to really understand. The version now of what's happening and being captured on dash cams and people's video cameras and things like that, they've been doing that on that show Cops for years. And if you
it's way worse now. They're literally killing people.
No, but what I'm saying...
Well, they've been doing that all along.
No, let me finish. Hang
Cops
tight.
is not that bad.
No, what I'm saying is you see people's reaction in those situations, but they were captured from dash cams and things like that and film crews, but you saw their reaction, how they acted. So what I'm trying to say is people, black and white, have been reacting poorly to police officers for years, and you've seen it, and you've also seen that. What you haven't seen is the other side, how police officers have been dealing with those situations. But what you saw was people being combative from the very start of a encounter. When you start off like that, their job as an officer is to protect themselves and anyone else in the car or the situation. They're there to protect. Is a whole slew of social media of people with their own cameras waiting for a cop to come up, and they start their camera and they start rolling. Hey, what's going on? You arresting me? What for? And you start with an attitude. When you start like that, that's a problem.
All right, there's a lot of situations where the cop is trigger happy.
I 100% agree. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is, if you watch those shows, you see people before social media. And now with social media, people are stepping up their game and they're trying to record their own traffic stops. But what I'm saying is...
There's a video on this channel of me recording my traffic stop.
I want us all to get along.
And he's a dick. And the cop was a dick. You saw that?
Back when I was growing up, there was this stigma on a certain member of a certain police force. They were known to beat people up. I mean, that's how they were. And they had a bad reputation. In the right situation, doing what they know, if somebody's in the car and they won't put their hands up, they don't know if they're going to get shot. I mean, my father...
It makes sense, yeah.
My father and your grandfather was a police officer. He was on the first SWAT team in the state of Maryland. So what I know is...
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I knew he was a police officer, not first SWAT team in the whole...
Very first SWAT
That's
team
crazy.
in the state of Maryland. So he had to, number one, protect himself. But I grew up in a state police car and watching him operate, and he'd have to, get involved in situations with the family in the car. And what I'm saying is, I'm not taking sides. I'm just saying that there's clearly been an evolution in how people are looking at this. Like I said, the show Cops has been showing people, all you have to do is look back on that show before social media, and you see people, young, old, big, little, drunk, high, whatever, on pills, not on pills.
That show's amazing. I mean,
that shows people how it really was. And you'll see officers, they're like, okay, sir, well, you're drunk. Well, you're drunk too, you blah, blah, blah. Watch an old rerun of Cops. Everybody black and white acts up when they're drunk and stupid and get stopped. Now, if you're just driving, you break the law and you get stopped, you expect, okay, obey, do what you're supposed to do. The officer's going to stand there. Just follow instructions.
If it was me, I would just do whatever I have to do to not get shot. Don't be a smart ass. Just do whatever.
And the people
I'm going to record it, but I'm not going to be a smart.
What I'm saying is, I've seen stuff on social media where people are recording, okay, you want to arrest me?
Well, because they're just trying to trigger them.
Trigger it. Don't do that either.
It's adding fuel to the fire, low key.
And then the poor people that are getting shot for, with their backs turned. Oh my God, it's horrific.
Okay, yeah, that's fucked up.
I mean, that's...
Or killed when they're already handcuffed.
Breaks my heart. Or the guy in the middle of the street who was trying to help the disabled guy.
Yeah.
And he was down on his knees in the middle of the street with his hands up. And he gets shot.
There's situations where cops just they trigger happy.
It's wrong. So when people look at that as a job as a whole, not everybody's bad. I mean, my dad wasn't a bad guy. I mean, he didn't like people like that. But there was a certain...
Because it was the 80s.
There was a 70s.
70s, whatever.
70s and the 70s when I was young and people were...
You want to know something crazy, though, about this music video? The KKK called his manager's phone, I think. I don't know if it was manager, it was someone, and and they threatened him. Well, they said, "We're coming for you" and shit. And they gave him apparently the guy who called, the KKK member that called, said an address that was like an actual address of theirs. Isn't that crazy?
Well, those people should be beheaded themselves. They're freaking ignorant.
Let me show you it real quick. It's like a 30-second video.
They are absolutely ignorant. That alt-right, white supremacist bullshit.
Yeah, motherfucker, listen. You got women balls now. I'm gonna fucking put that ass down. You wanna chill white people? You wanna chill black people? You wanna play decay, motherfucker? We're gonna tear your motherfucking ass down, bitch. We're coming for ya.
Obviously, they didn't show the clip where he said the address, but
that's his threatening call.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh, it's just bad. I just wish... Ugh. I mean, this goes... It doesn't matter what you do. There's always bad in every profession. Somebody's always... one bad apple screws everything up. But when you have people running around that are shooting people for no reason, or that guy was running away and he got shot, in those situations where you're asked to pull over... And even you were driving around in that black car with dark tinted windows, and they pull up to you and you got long hair...
I look like a goddamn drug addict, I know.
But, I mean, they do, and it's not good. It's bad. I mean, I just think
that cop was a dick to me. Go watch the video. If you're watching this right now, it's the end of the video anyway. Conclusion on everything. The video.
All I'm saying is it is extremely wrong. I mean, it is wrong for a kid to be approaching a community because he's walking down the street and he's got a hoodie up, and no one will ever know whatever happened with that. It's bad. It's wrong when people are unjustly killed and targeted. It's really bad. I've seen it firsthand. I've seen
get killed?
No, but I've seen the discrimination.
Everyone has. I saw it before.
We've been in the store. I've written a check. He's been behind me. Wendell's been behind me. He's written a check. They didn't ask me for any ID. They asked him for 3 pieces of ID, and we saw it happen live in person. I can tell you, it happened. It happened to us, and now, yep, I wrote a check.
That is the white lady don't get no ID check, but the black man does.
The white lady didn't get checked. Nobody asked for my IDs, but they asked for his ID.
Did you say something?
No, we walked out of there, and he goes, "See what I'm talking about? People don't know till they walk in my shoes." And he makes more than me.
He's a more successful person. I'm just kidding. I was trying to trigger you.
No, but I mean,
I was trying to trigger you.
The fact is that
I can't wait to look at your
great
All right,
job.
conclusion. Yeah, we get it.
Conclusion is situation, but everybody should just do their best to do the right thing. And if you get stopped, for God's sakes, just black, white, whoever you are, just follow the orders, and just I hope and pray that.
You don't run into a bad one.
You don't, and there's no guarantees. But I just hope this whole thing gets resolved. But the KKK, somebody needs to just go down and.
That's all.
I know they're all hidden now because they're not skinheads anymore. They try to camouflage themselves now with.
All right, everyone, hit like and subscribe. Hit it right now. Hit it. Tell them to hit it, Ma.
Hit like and subscribe right now. Right now.
Go follow me on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram. All right, see ya. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Broken heart and sad soul. Third eye open and control. Kush I crumble, then I roll. Living fast cause love is short. Broken heart and sad soul. Third eye open and control. Kush I crumble, then I roll. Living fast cause life is short. Broken heart and sad soul. Third eye open and control. Kush I crumble.